Hello everyone, hope you are having a great day. Thank you for tuning into our channel. We are going to add a new playlist, and this new playlist is going to contain the many different types of math word problems that we commonly encounter. So in this video, we are going to introduce the if and if type of math word problems. We would really appreciate it if you could support our channel by subscribing to our channel if you have not already done so. Like our video if you find our content useful, and most importantly, to share our channel with your friends, family, colleagues, etc. Thank you so much. If Win gives $60 to Zoe, he will have the same amount of money as Zoe. If Zoe gives $20 to Wayne, she will have 1/5 as much money as Wayne. How much money does Zoe have? Okay, think about this. If I have $10 more than you, I would only have to give you $5 in order for both of us to get the same amount of money. Half of what I have more than you. So using the units method, we take $60 times 2, that's $120. That means Wayne must have $120 more than Zoe. He gave Zoe half of what he has more, that's $60. Then both of them would end up with the same amount of money. So Zoe has 1 unit of money and Wayne has 1 unit plus $120. If Zoe gives $20 to Wayne, she would have 1 unit minus $20, and Wayne would have 1 unit plus $120 plus another $20 from Zoe. So he'll end up with 1 unit plus $140. In order for us to equate Zoe's amount to Wayne's amount, we have to multiply Zoe's amount by 5. So 1 unit times 5, $20 times 5. So 5 unit minus $100. So this equals to 1 unit plus $140. Five units minus $100 equals to 1 unit plus $140. So we move the 1 unit over to the opposite side of the equation. So the sign became negative. So 5 units minus 1 unit equals to $140 plus $100. So 4 units equals to $240. If you are not too sure how the sign changes when you move units or parts from one side of the equation to the other, right, you can watch my video on the units and parts method. So 1 unit equals to $60, which is 240 divided by 4. So Zoe has $60. So this is what Zoe has. This is the same question as the previous slide. We are going to solve using the model method. In order for a model to be neater, I recommend drawing a straight vertical line down. So since Wayne has more than Zoe, a longer bar for Wayne and a shorter bar for Zoe. So this is what Wayne has more than Zoe. So I'm going to give half of what he has more to Zoe. So he actually gave $60 to Zoe, right? So half of that is going here. So Wayne actually has $60 and another $60, which is $120 more than Zoe. This is Zoe's actual amount of money. So if she were to give $20 to Wayne, she's going to end up with the amount of money here. We call it 1 unit. So Wayne will have 1 unit here. And okay, if Zoe were to give $20 to Wayne, she'll have 1/5 as much. That means Wayne has 5 units in total. So here to here is 4 units. So let's see what 4 units represent. 4 units equals to $20 plus $60 plus $60 plus $20. That's $160. So 1 unit would be $160 divided by 4, which is $40. So Zoe has 1 unit plus $20. So 40 plus 20, that will give us $60. Zoe has $60. Miss Lim bought some stickers for students for Children's Day. If she gives each of her students 3 stickers, she'll be left with 2 stickers. She wishes to give each of her students 5 stickers, but she's short of 70 stickers. She has between 90 and 130 stickers. How many stickers does she have? We are going to solve this using the model method. So again, we draw a straight vertical line down that will help our model to look neater. So each of her students, 3 stickers each. She'll be left with 2 stickers. So this is the actual number of stickers that she has. She wishes to give each of her students 5 stickers, but she'll be short of 70 stickers. So this is what she has. She needs another 70 more. So that will give each student 5 stickers. So 2 plus 70, that is 72 stickers. This 72 stickers is needed to fund the additional 2 stickers per student. 5 minus 3 is 2 additional stickers. So by taking 72 divided by 2, we get 36. So she has 36 students. So 36 students times 3 stickers each is 108 stickers. 108 stickers plus 2 remaining, that is 110 stickers. So Miss Lim has 110 stickers. Or we can take 36 students times 5 stickers each minus 70, because this is what she does not have. So that would also give us 110 stickers. This is the same question as the previous slide. We are going to solve using the guess and check method. Solve in just 3 guesses. So do take note that she has between 90 and 130 stickers. So let's take the first guess. 30 students times 3 stickers each is 90 stickers. 90 plus 2 left is 92 stickers. So 30 students times 5 stickers each is 150 stickers. 150 stickers minus 70 equals to 80 stickers. So these two numbers are not the same, so our guess of 30 students is not correct. So when we increase the number of students by just 1, the number of stickers will increase by 3. 90 plus 3, or 31 students times 3 is 93. So 93 plus 2 equals to 95. 31 students times 5 stickers each is 155 stickers. 155 stickers minus 70 stickers equals to 85 stickers. So 95 versus 85, the difference is 10. Whereas for here, the difference is 92 minus 80, that's 12. So 12, 10. So do you realize that when we increase the number of students by just 1, the difference decreases by 2. 12 minus 10 is 2. So in order for our difference to decrease to 0, we have to take 10 divided by 2. So we have to increase 5 students from where 31 is. So 31 students plus 5 equals to 36 students. So 36 students times 3 stickers is 108 stickers. 108 stickers plus 2 equals to 110 stickers. 36 students times 5 stickers each is 180 stickers. 180 stickers minus 70 stickers equals to 110 stickers. So these two are the same, so we know that our guess of 36 students is correct. So she has 110 stickers. Thank you very much for watching. We hope that this video benefits you. Have a good day.